Hey guys, it's me Escape52, and today I'll be talking about Asylum night shift. So basically, I'm going to be talking about each patient and why they've been put into the asylum. And I'm going to be doing this with every single character. But here's a hint. The reason why the patients are here are the same reasons that come into the walkie-talkie to Jake on the walkie-talkie. He tells us specifically why they're there. But you guys are just going to hear it from me. Basically, you're just going to hear the same thing, but from me. But I have much more facts. Number 1, Mr. Giggles. You all know who Mr. Giggles is. It's obviously my clown in the camera right there. You just saw him. And basically, Mr. Giggles was a children's party entertainer, like kids' birthday parties up around the country. He was a very good children's party entertainer at kids' birthday parties. He even treats him like an actual clown. Like he'll do basically whatever any other clown does. Do tricks, juggalos, all that, giving balloons, all of that, you know. But until one day, Mr. Giggles decided to... I don't know if the pressure got to Mr. Giggles' head enough, but until the kids started going missing. Which means that Mr. Giggles abducted the kids and either kidnapped or killed them. We don't know for sure. But that's all I know from just Jake right now. So that's why he is locked up in the asylum, for taking kids and probably killing them or something. Number 2, Little Alice. Little Alice was a normal little girl, happy, caring, and loving, little individual. That was until her parents started booking Mr. Giggles at her 10th birthday party. I know I said 15 last time I mentioned it, but I forgot. Since then, Little Alice hasn't been the same ever since. Eventually, Little Alice started acting weird. Her parents called the police, and she was forced into Ravenhurst Asylum. That's why she's locked up there. Number 3, Bunsaw Berry. Now, I don't know much about Bunsaw Berry. Basically, according to Jake, he was a usual patient in the asylum. According to Jake, he said it seems he was back to his own lunatic ways. Which, back to lunatic ways, he means by chopping people with a chainsaw. Although the police were called and he was forced back into the asylum where he belongs. But the doctors allowed him to keep his chainsaw, and that's how he probably broke out of his cell. Number 4, Slender Man. Alright, we all know everything about Slender Man. He has no face, he wanders in woods. You gotta collect all, I don't know how many pages. I haven't played the game before. Well, I played Slender the Arrival on my Xbox, but that's different. Trust me, I did not play long. I heard a scream, that's why I turned off the game. But I eventually just pretend I was like somebody recording a YouTube video. If I can ever record on my Xbox, I'll do that. If I ever get it back, that is. Alright. No, I'm not ground. Don't put in the comment section. Are you grounded? Is that why you don't have it? No. It's at the old place where I used to live at. Alright. No, enough talk about that. Basically. Alright, Slender Man. Slender Man was lurking in the woods up around the country, scaring the hell out of everyone he meets. Eventually Jake didn't give us much information on that night, so basically he doesn't know much about him yet. He could at least give us some information about him on night 4. Could at least done that. I mean night 5, not night 4. Could at least give us some information on night 5. Anyway, I'm guessing that someone called the police on Slender Man. He was referring to the Ravenhurst Asylum. And that's why he's in the game. Since that was short, I'm gonna do Asylum Night Shift 2. So let's get into it, shall we? Alright, here we are in Asylum Night Shift 2. Now, I don't know much about any of the patients, but I'm just gonna tell you what I do know. So basically, we're going to start with the person that comes on night 1, the Ripper. I don't know much about this. Jake didn't give us much information on these guys, except for some of them. But all I know is that all he said for the Ripper is that his name sounds alarming to you. But he did say, whatever you do not let him inside. So basically, I don't know much about the Ripper. I looked up what that means. It means that it's a person that goes into an alleyway and kills someone. All I know, he's just a killer. Maybe he tried to kill someone and then they end up calling the police on the Ripper. Maybe that's why he's here. That's all I know. Well, that's all I think. I don't know much. And also, alright. Number 2. Fuck, what was the name? Oh yeah, the Killer Dwarf. Or Dwarf, I don't know. Number 2, Killer Dwarf. Killer Dwarf is like a little, woman or something. Eventually, she's not. However, she was when she was not going crazy. That's actually over now, because I've seen the jump scare before. I can show you a clip of it right now, but basically, it's loud. It's horrifying, but I'll do it anyway. So here's her jump scare. Oh, so if your volume's up, please turn it down to the point where it's not too loud, so it doesn't hurt your ears. Okay, here it is. Yeah, I told you, I know, right? It's bad, isn't it? Basically, Killer the Dwarf was a person that acted she would kill her victims by pretending to be a helpless little girl. Then she'll reveal her true identity and then kill the person. Eventually, the police got called, got put into the asylum. I don't know much about her, but she looks like she's in some kind of cult thing. Which maybe there's a freaking devil's curse thing. Fuck, I don't know what it was called. It doesn't matter right now. Anyways, number 3. Dr. Death. You heard me right, Dr. Death. The guy that mumbles so weird, Alright, I got a little bit of information from Jake, why Dr. Death's in the asylum on night 3. According to that, Dr. Death was probably the most best patient here on the asylum. But eventually the pressure of the pressure to the job got to him, which is why he was committed to, let's just say patient care wasn't his proper, or whatever he said, I don't know. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what he did. He probably killed someone. Maybe that's why he's locked up. Probably get some help that he needs so he can get back to his job. And here's the part that sucks. During Dr. Death's, when he was not going crazy, him and Benji were good friends, which is why Benji doesn't bark when he shows up at the door. But if you get the cheat from the shop, then Benji will bark when he comes. He actually barks at all the patients. I don't think I'll count Benji as a patient, but I'll do it anyways. So yeah, basically, oh yeah, okay, that's enough. Number 4, Sackman. Sackman is like some dude that likes to terrorize farming communities with a pitchfork. I don't know if he killed anyone. I think he did. Maybe he like terrified people like coming out of like a cornfield with a pitch. Eventually, he came out of the cornfield with a pitchfork and like terrified a bunch of people and ended up killing one person. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. I'm just making this up all the way. There's nothing on Wikipedia that tells us much about this game because I don't know why. But I have a feeling that's why he's in the asylum, because he was terrifying people and ended up killing someone. I don't know. Eventually he got the police called him, and that's why he's committed here. Now, I'm just going to say Benji anyways. Alright, number 5. Benji. Benji's not actually a patient. He's actually a guard dog that works for Beaver's Asylum. Which is why Dr. Death doesn't, when a patient's near, he barks. But if Dr. Death comes to the door, he doesn't bark. And he gave me a bunch of trouble in my stream because if you leave, Benji's like a dog that doesn't like to be messed with. So if you leave the door shut for too long, he'll start to get mad. Which will give you like some time to open up the door. And he doesn't like to be stared at either. Because if you do, he'll kill you. I never actually died to Benji in my stream I did of this, which I'm showing you guys right now. I'm gonna let you guys know that Benji was a pain in the ass. Well, eventually I got jump scared by him at the end, like it was the ending of Asylum Night Shift 2. And I don't know what happened after Benji got us. I think he was like put down or something, or maybe he was like, yeah, I think it was put down. I don't know this information because there's nothing on Wikipedia that shows anything. Well, if I ever get in contact with the developer one day, I'll ask him what happened to Benji. Alright, the last game, which I won't do if you're wondering if I'm going to do the Christmas special, I won't do that until after I stream it, which will be in December. Let's hope we're not in quarantine during that time. That would suck. Alright. Asylum Night Shift 3 is taking place in a hospital after an accident with Benji after you complete the game on Asylum Night Shift 3. Now, I actually don't know much about these ghosts, but if I ever do the Asylum Night Shift story, I'm going to need some help from 8-Bit on this one since he knows much about this game. So 8-Bit, if you're watching this, if you have Discord, you can join my Discord link and probably give me some help on this because I kind of need your assistance on this. Because I'm going to be doing the Asylum Night Shift story, like the complete version of it. So if you know this story game, I need your help, dude. And don't worry, if you do help me out, you'll get a big shout out. Alright. Actually, I'm just going to stop it here. I'm sorry, I don't know much about these ghosts. Except for some of them. Actually, I don't know much about these ghosts. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Todd or little Alice or Depp. I don't know how even the dead is in this game. I know why he's in the game. He's a ghost, for God's sake. I don't know how he's here. Maybe he was like a patient or something. And I don't know anything about Patient Zero. According to maybe he was attacked by hold on a second. Let me look. I'm gonna see if I can look up some of the information on here. Yeah, sorry guys. All I found was information on the 2 Asylum Night Shift games. I didn't find any information on Asylum Night Shift 3. So if 8-Bit, if you have Discord, you can join it in the link in the description below. You can help me out with this because I really want to do the story of Asylum Night Shift. And I do have some information on the Christmas night. Well, I'm gonna have to. Well, I guess I'll explain. I'll do it in the next video because I don't know any information about some patients in there either. Wait, unless, hold on. Okay, so I found a little bit of information, but some of them I have like a guaranteeing. I have some thoughts about this, but I don't know much. So, Christmas night shift. I'm going to tell you about the patients here too. Number 1, Santa Claus. Santa Claus, we all know who that is. It's the guy who comes into the houses and leaves gifts. And as a treat, we leave him cookies. Well, you don't have to, but it's a guarantee that he deserves cookies after what he's doing. He's going out all over the planet to deliver presents to everyone. I know some people think that he's not real, but I believe in Santa Claus. I don't really like, when I was little, I usually just liked Christmas because I got presents, but I don't really care about that no more. I just want to wait for Christmas so I can see family members that I haven't seen in a long time. I have an aunt that I only see once a year in Christmas, so I will be excited to see her again. Alright, back to what I was saying. Alright, so basically Santa Claus' story. I'm just guaranteeing them some information I know because it will kind of make sense. So basically, according to Jake, I heard some stories. I watched some videos on Christmas night shift, but I didn't really watch much. So basically, if you've seen the playlist I made, you've seen me play those games, the Silent Night Shift games, like a long time ago. But those were like a year ago. Basically, I was saying. Alright, basically, Santa Claus was on the way to a house, and he was stuck first down the chimney. When the police found him, he was foaming at the mouth like a wild animal. Which can guarantee this because Rudolph, from night 4, is like a, I don't know if he was rabid. There was no signs of foaming at the mouth. Maybe Rudolph bit Santa when Santa was trying to leave to like deliver presents. And it turns out that probably Rudolph was locked up or something by Santa in like a cage or something. But then Santa had a bad rabies infection wound, and when he was taken off, it probably was affecting him because he was in air form. Which why he was caught. There's a voice line of Santa Claus when he was caught. He coughs like sometimes. I don't know if maybe that's why. But basically, when Santa was on that house, the rabies had affected him. And that's why he was foaming at the mouth like a wild animal. So yeah, when the police found him, he was like taken to the asylum. Alright, number 2. The Christmas elf. I don't really know much about this Christmas elf, but I know that wherever Santa Claus would go, he guaranteed that his little friend will not be far behind. Which is actually a good way to keep an eye on the elf because he won't be far away from Santa. So if you see Santa, you might see the elf. But it's so hard to see him because he's so small. And also, I realized in every single oh crap, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh yeah, some of these characters in the Asylum game, well, I'm guessing from the first one. Basically, they have rare voice lines that they barely say. Like Mr. Giggles, he does that big laugh, like, and like little Alice like cries like a baby, and like there's a music box that will play. Bonsall Berry Mike had like I don't know if this was a rare voicing, but there was like a very loud chainsaw noise. And I guess Slender Man like had like a rare roar. And basically, Santa Claus sometimes he would say, "Oh, I got a present for you." And sometimes the elf would like blow I don't know, that thing that goes Alright, as I was saying, I don't know what drove the elf insane, but basically in his jump scare, it looks like he has staples in his face. This is going to be a long video, so I gotta cut it short. Alright, this will be a long video, so I'm gonna cut it short. Next time we'll talk about Silent Night if I get back to the rest of the characters. Okay, see you next time. Bye.